Ring has offered battery-powered Steplights and Pathlights, and they've recently released a solar-powered line offering users a choice of how they'd like to set up their outdoor lights. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and first off, thank you for clicking on my video and welcome to the channel where I go hands-on with high-tech gadgets and devices. These are not the $2 solar pathway lights you'll find in the checkout bins at home improvement stores. These Ring solar-powered lights are heavy-duty and solidly built. In this video, I'll look at what the solar outdoor lights promise, their longevity, how well they work, how bright they are, and if you stick with me, I'll talk about the cost and whether I think they're a good buy. An early heads up, if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please hit that like button and do subscribe, because it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there gets to watch, enjoy, and learn from. From a design stance, the difference between a Ring battery-powered light and a solar light is relatively small. The solar lights simply allow you to recharge the battery using the solar panel built into the light, while the standard battery models will need you to change out the battery or take it inside to recharge it when it depletes. Whether you choose Ring battery-powered lights or the solar version, you'll need to connect them to your system using what's called a Ring bridge. If you don't already have one, you can buy a bridge with the lights. The Ring bridge acts as a hub, I guess, to connect up to 50 Ring lighting devices, and it's powered by a wall plug, and you'll plug it in inside your house. You may need to consider where to position the bridge, by the way, as well, to ensure a proper connection to both those outdoor and maybe some indoor appliances. Let's start with the Ring Pathlight. For the most part, the Pathlight Solar has the same features as the basic battery version. Here, the new solar version has a removable headpiece that you can take inside and charge up using a USB plug if you need to. Usually this won't be necessary, but in colder climates or when there hasn't been a lot of sun over a few days, you may need to top up the battery. In my testing over the last 3 weeks, it hasn't been necessary, but it is a nice backup to have, and the ability to do this indoors without dragging cords or a power bank up and down the walkway outside is super convenient. These solar pathlights are quite tall. They're about 43 centimeters or 17 inches in height, and they come in only black. The battery version requires 4 D-cell batteries, which are not included. Ring says the batteries will last probably about a year with normal use. Setup is fairly straightforward for either the new solar or the existing battery version. The light is weather resistant as well. It's got an IP66 rating, meaning it's waterproof even against jets of water. The temperature range for use is about -20 Celsius to +50 Celsius, which is about -4 Fahrenheit up to 122 Fahrenheit. I've had a battery-powered Ring Pathlight in my yard for almost 2 years. It's proven extremely reliable through all kinds of harsh Canadian weather. It's been rained on, frozen to -30 or -35, and dealt with harsh heat up to 38 degrees Celsius. Through it all, it has kept right on shining, and I've been very impressed. To help save battery, the Pathlight offers adjustable lighting and sensitivity modes and has an adjustable motion detector that'll provide about a 140-degree field of view. It can detect motion up to about 15 feet away. The lights are rated at about 80 lumens, and they're actually quite bright as far as I'm concerned, certainly bright enough to keep me from tripping in the dark. Using the Ring app, you'll be able to control those brightness, motion detection, and shut-off time options and see how much charge you have left inside your battery. You can also connect to your Amazon Alexa for voice commands. The connectivity and the Ring setup take the Pathlight well beyond what's possible for a standard outdoor light. You can chain the lights together and set them up to all turn on to maximum brightness, for example, when any one of them detects motion. Since your devices are all on the same system, you could also create a routine to turn on your Ring video doorbell camera when the lights detect motion, giving you more footage of someone potentially approaching your door. The battery that's included inside this light is over 18,000 milliamp hours, which is a very robust battery, and you should get years of use from it. Next, let's move to the Ring Steplight Solar. The Steplight Solar is a bit different from its battery-operated counterpart in that the design has changed. Instead of 2 holes in the back, the new solar version has a mounting plate you can connect to your wall or railing. Then you can click on or slide off the entire device in case you need to bring it inside to charge it using USB. The new solar panel now takes up the top portion of the light. The battery inside is the same as the Pathlight, an 18,000 milliamp hour lithium-ion rechargeable. Steplights It's available in black or white and has an adjustable motion detection option with about 120-degree field of view up to about 15 feet away. Ring says the Steplight here is weather resistant to IP66 and its temperature range is about -20 Celsius up to +50, which is about -4 Fahrenheit to 122 Fahrenheit. While I haven't had enough time with the solar lights here to test that, I have had a set of these battery-powered lights for a couple of years and they've lasted really well through extreme heat and cold down to -35. Like the Pathlight, the Steplight here requires the Ring bridge to connect to your Wi-Fi network and allows you to control the length of shutoff time from 30 seconds up to 5 minutes. Let's do a quick Ring Steplight battery versus solar comparison here. The solar version is actually a bit brighter, up from a maximum 35 lumens on the battery version to 50 lumens on the solar. This solar version also has a dusk to dawn option that'll keep the light on at a low setting until triggered when it becomes brighter. The battery operated model doesn't have this option. Like the Pathlight, cold and winter evenings may still be an issue for you if you live in a colder northern climate, since you could run into problems with the battery not being able to recharge during the day using that solar panel and thus running out of charge potentially on a long winter's night. You can solve this issue as well by charging the unit up indoors using that USB plug when it does drop to too low a level. I got 2 of the solar Steplights, so I put one on the sunny side of the house and the other on the shadier side. I'm really happy to report that both devices on both the sunny and shady side seem to be getting enough sunlight, and they've been working perfectly for the last several weeks. So it looks like you can actually get away with a little less sunlight than you might think and still have light where you need it. The other option, of course, for really shady or dark areas that may not support a solar-powered light is to go for that battery-powered option there. Overall, both the Pathlight and the Steplight models are really solid with lots of options in where you can set them up. I've had the battery versions of each of these lights for about 2 years in my yard, and I can agree that they really need new batteries only about every year, and they've lasted really well through extreme temperatures in both summer and winter, so I'm confident I can expect the same from their solar cousins. The solar Pathlight here sells for about $35 US, while the solar Steplight sells for about $30. The battery versions are about $5 less each. To read this review or reference any of what I've talked about, head over to techgadgetscanada.com where I've got a full write-up posted. You can ask me any questions you have about these 2 lights, either there on the blog or, as always, here on the YouTube channel. If you like this review and found it helpful, please mash that like button and do subscribe because it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there gets to watch, enjoy, and learn from. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Erin. Until the next time, you can catch me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also find me through Facebook at facebook.com/TechGadgetsCanada.